What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Super Beast Gen. Today we're playing Insects Trouble. So we just got a bunch of like random insect stuff, and we're gonna try to see if they can do well on the ladder. We have the Huskburster Swarm, which is a Hulkbuster Swarm, is what I call it, because Hulkbuster. We have the Emerald. None of that. The only thing I can pronounce in that is Emerald and maybe Radian or Radian. I don't even know. But we have this thing, which is nice. So these two are insects that have something to do with the graveyard. And we have 4 deadly cover-ups because I like to go in practice. There was a lot of like swarmy decks, and so we're going hard with the deadly cover-up. A couple Leyline of the Voids, you know, for the graveyard decks. We have 1 Swarmweaver because not technically an insect, but it does make insects. And insects and spiders you control get +1/+1 have death touch if there's 4 or more card types. If you have Delirium. The Roaming Throne. As you know, we've been doing some tribal decks, and Roaming Throne has been a godsend. While not as effective in this deck, we do get a couple really cool effects here, like the Virus Beetle. And the Virus Beetle will make them discard 2 cards when it enters. So sometimes we want to hold on to our Virus Beetles and until we get the Roaming Throne. And also with the Emerald Radian too, because this is an insect. This will make double the amount of insects. Uh-oh. Yeah, so this is, you get 1/1 green insect creature token for each artifact and or creature in your graveyard. Whenever an insect you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Each opponent loses 1 life. Really cool stuff. In addition to all that, we have these Insatiable Skittermaws, which have Menace and Void, and at the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So we want things to leave the battlefield sometimes, and those include the insects that the Emerald makes, and the Swarmweaver. Also, we don't care if the Virus Beetle dies, because once it's entered the battlefield, it's done its job. So if they want to waste a removal on it, we don't care. Stinging Cave Crawler. Another one's got Death Touch. In here just purely because it's an insect and it has Death Touch. But also, if we have the Descend 4, we get to draw a card and lose 1 life, which is nice. And we get to draw 2 cards, lose 2 life if Roaming Throne's on the field. So we got to be careful with that. We have Comet Crawlers from the Edging of Eternities. And the Comet Crawlers, it's an insect. We get to sacrifice a thing. So one of the 1/1 tokens that we get would be nice. Or the Virus Beetle. That in turn will trigger the Skittermaw because of the Void at the end of the turn. But we also gain +2/+0. We get to do that twice while the Roaming Throne's on the field. And we get to gain a lot of life with it. So in here because of the lifelink and insect. So a lot of cool things there. We are using the Patchwork Banner this time. Because we are going to get like a bunch of little 1/1 insects if we can get our top ends out. And then that +1/+1 is actually going to matter. Just doubling the attack of each of those flying creatures. Are they creatures? No, they're not flying. They're just insects, but still. So the Patchwork Banners are in here. We only have the 1 Patchwork Banner, but it will be an amazing Patchwork Banner if we can get it out. Bitter Triumphs for the Planeswalkers mostly. But also just to have something at instant speed to kill manlands and other problems. Strategic Betrayal, because Leyline and Void just sometimes isn't enough. And it's nice to be able to Strategic Betrayal something that has Ward or some kind of hexproof, and then exile the graveyard too. A lot of Una decks out there. And Una cares about the graveyard, and it has Ward, so this does 2 of those things. Virus Beetles we talked about. The Kraul Whipcracker is a 3/2 with Reach. Reach is the most important thing here, but it's also nice when it enters, we destroy a target token an opponent controls. That could be like a treasure, it could be like whatever. It's a 2-drop, so I don't think we're going to be using it much to destroy tokens. We only have 2 in here, but pretty cool that we have like a little thing that has reach and that can destroy something small. Also, just to put out there, if they make a token with the, the Unholy Annex, the big old 6/6, it can kill that too. So that's pretty big news. Seedship Broodtender, just to get any of these back. Any of these creatures. 2/3, 2 mana, mills 3 cards. We will mill 6 with the Roaming Throne. That seems like a drawback, but it puts more stuff in our graveyard for the Huskburster Swarm. And we also get to, if one of those things is a Huskburster Swarm, we actually get to get it back with the Seedship Broodtender. So there is that. So I believe that's all. The lands, we have the Cavern of Souls, of course. 4 Underground Mortuaries, 4 Blooming Marshes, all that good stuff. We have 1 Wastewood Verge. And a partridge in a pear tree. I think that's it. And we're gonna get on the ladder and see if this janky little insect deck can do its thing. I don't have high hopes, but also you never know. The jankier a deck you play, the better you do for some reason. And I think that's just all due to like the skill-based, quote unquote skill-based matchmaking, whatever you want to call it. In other words, if you have crappier cards in your deck, you're probably going to do better because they're going to put you against people who have crappy cards in their deck. So it's just based on if you are better with those cards or not. That's my theory, but that's just a game theory. So let's get into the games and see how the insect tribal deck does. You go first. Sure. Mortuary into Verge is actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll keep that. We need a land, but we can play some of the things. Okay. They get rid of what? Maybe I should have Bitter Triumphed it. Johnny's Pride Mate, sure. And we can take the 1. Kill that. The only thing now is that like they get to pick now with the Strategic Betrayal. Or don't play another thing. Don't play another thing. Okay. This is actually, if they don't play another creature, this is actually pretty good. Blooming Marsh. Little Strategic Betrayal. Get everything out of here. And we get a little value off the Virus Beetle. Love it. And we win. Good. Good game. You go first. Sure. Blooming Marsh. Blooming Onion. Do you have a blooming onion? We can always make them discard later when they have less cards in their hand with the Virus Beetle. I think if they make a creature, I think we just wait. We don't have the Virus Beetle just yet. We hit them while they're down, right? Okay. Exile. Mm-hmm. Exile. Another one. Alright, so what do we want to do? Let's make him discard. And we can block. Well, I don't need to block. Not yet. Beatrix? Where's Beatrix? Okay. I do want to block, just in case we draw an untapped land and I can get rid of these endurances. Exile a creature. Alright. There you go. Have fun. I mean, they can still definitely beat us, but, you know. Sheltered by Ghosts. Amazing. Huh? Why? Then why? I have no idea what just happened. Like, why that happened. This is weird thing to take. But okay. To play a Rest in Peace in your Enduring Innocence deck is... I understand you have to have contingency plans, but this was a weird sequence of events. Am I wrong? I don't know. Like, I'm all for it being in there, but, like, playing it... Like, okay, so they have that. That's fine. I will say this is kind of dangerous, though, right? Especially because... wild stuff, this game. Okay. Gonna talk about the insects. Cool. I mean, they'll probably have another board wipe, but what are you gonna do? So this gets nothing, but it has Death Touch. There's that. I think what I'm going to do is attack here. Full foe. And then not do anything because they could have another board wipe. And then if they play a creature and they try to equip it, we just Bitter Triumph. Lands, am I right? You are right. There are lands do exist. Let's see. Do I want to surveil? If it's a land, I want to surveil. Yeah, let's surveil. Tagging. The thing is, I do want to play another creature to speed this up a little bit. However, you know what? I'm going to do this. Wait, no. Does it matter? No, they're both the same. Basically. Death Touch. I was looking for the one with, whatchamacallit, lifelink. Hidden Courtyard. Yeah, man, I got you. I understand. Lands, dude. Not playing the Swarmweaver. That's Sword of Wealth and Power. They need creatures, though. Which is a bad place to be if you don't have any creatures. To have all this... to have all this going on, you know? Sorcery. And the turn. They have one card in their hand, 2 cards now. Lands, am I right? Yeah, dude. You are right. Kill it with fire, my friend. Alright, so it's got haste and... okay, that's fine. There we go. Down to 13. I'll block with the Insatiable Skittermaw. What does this do? Protection from sorceries. But they still can't attack. We got the Deadly Cover up, too. But what does this do? Getting hit for 6. Not getting hit for 6. Insect. Attack first. Because we if they do anything else, we're just dead, right? All right. Lands, am I right? Nice. All right. Yeah, I'm very confused about this whole like rest in peace thing. Like we had the Leyline of the Void. They were like, we don't like the Leyline of the Void. But we'll play our own rest in peace. Now, if they draw a board wipe, I'm scared, but they could have drawn it. Here it is. Okay. You know what? On the flyer. I always make the mistake of not putting something on the flyer. I just want the extra. I make the mistake of not putting some the counter on the flyer, and then I'm like, oh, I can never get through because they have something bigger, and it's like, oh, they have 2 now, right? So it's like that's fine. Lands, am I right? Oh, I said it first. Yeah, that's it, baby. That is it. Good game. Good game. Are they going to give up or are they going to let me attack? All right. Let's go. Let's go for it. Oh my god, are they going to rope us now? They are going to rope us. Wow. What a poor sport. Dude, I thought you were a true Chad, but like you're not. Wow. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, don't do that. Like, you gotta be a Chad, right? Slaying the weak. Alright, they were a Chad. They were a Chad. We got it. You go first. I'd have to take it. And maybe Underground Mortuary. Maybe I'd wait on the Virus Beetles. Just hold up the Bitter Triumph. And wait till I get the roaming thrown out. So you can make him discard multiple cards. Yeah, I think we do that. Oof. Ah. Okay, well. We find all the roaming thrones, don't we? A Vengeful Blood Witch. Stinging Cave Crawler. Got Death Touch. Avenger of the Fallen. And then Insect. All right, let's see what you got. They lose almost their entire hand if we get out of here with the roaming throne. Okay, that's triggers twice. All right, let's see it. If they have at least one Raise the Pass in their hand, this is gonna suck. You discard Dose. Virus Beetles. Make you discard 4 cards. And they're 1, so, you know. We just, like, annihilated most of their hand. Which could be good, but they could still have something. If this is a hard decision for you... what am I doing? I can't block anyways. I should have just attacked. Oh well. Power 3 or greater. All my stuff's like power 2 or less, so. Hmm. We're gonna mill 3 cards. And we're gonna mill 3 cards. We have Reach. So we are gonna take 2 more damage here. I am going to attack now. So they could have been like 8 less, but... So Farah. They can't attack me because I just annihilate both of them. If a player, right? If a player controls no creatures, alright. Okay. It's getting a little scary. You know what? I don't want a chance to block anything else. No, I'm not gonna do it twice. Because I need to be able to sacrifice the beetle. Okay. Well, oh, all right. We got it. We got it, though. Opponent goes first. They are using Una sleeves and a Una... Okay, they're playing Una. All right, let's see if they give up. Boom. Evolving Wilds. Alright. Nice. Like that. Oh, blue. A little Demir action. Okay, probably a mill deck. Alright, never mind. We win. Cool, they were a unit deck. Opponent goes first. Sephiroth. Possibly things that go to the graveyard and die. Let's go ahead and do that. We have 3 lands. I think we're fine. Red. Little scary, but we can make do. Red. Emberheart Challenger. Alright, they're going to hit us for 2. I guess we just play something so we can block if we need to. Mountain. They don't need 4 uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta get to that next... we need to get to a 3rd land, 4th land, 5th land. Yeah, we need 1 more land. Can't block the Screaming Nemesis. So of course you got another one. Why wouldn't you? I can't. In case the next one's a land, I can't do it. Alright. I think we're just dead. But that's how mono red be. No. You attack me. Alright. I block this. And then you hit me with Lightning Strike. You don't use the Lightning Strike on that. Now hit me with Lightning Strike. Good game. Right? Yeah, or whatever. You know, the same thing. Alright, cool. Cool. Lost to mono red. What else is new? Opponent goes first. We have this Strategic Betrayal, though. If the opponent doesn't play any creatures on turn 1, which I think they probably will. They don't. Good for me. Keep that, because I'm always, like, trying to find one of those. Keeping it. Esper Origins. Alright. What is this one? 4? Okay. Let them dump some more stuff into their graveyard. Lumbering World Wagon. Got Menace, but not Death Touch. Alright. So, I have a feeling they're gonna do this. Do you think they have, like, some kind of protection? We'll get rid of that for right now. We can get it back later. What does this do? Flying. Yeah, we've got the Deadly Cover up now. Roaming Throne. That I'm fine with. Dragon, alright. It's just not good without anything else. Okay. There's a dragon. The Whipcracker can go. Alright, what are we getting rid of? I guess just this, right? It's only one thing. Get rid of that. And then I just need to get rid of that, because if these are there... Okay, that's fine. All right, let's see what you got in your deck. Anti-causal vestige. That's gross. But the battle crier, not much else. That's, you know, that we can't take care of. Oh, that's good. That's whatever. Another roaming throne, sure. I mean, that's what they drew. Eldrazi. Lumbering World Wagon. Okay. They have an 8-drop. So we got Insect. And this guy. He's got Menace. But doesn't matter because we can't really kill anything. We do have to block this Lumbering World Wagon though. That's a lot. That's a lot. And another one. All right. Sure. Definitely have to block this. Cannot take 11. Now, if I don't draw anything good, we do die. And we're dead. Amazing. Samurai Pepper. Let's keep. We're gonna Underground Mortuary into possibly a Strategic Betrayal. Or we might just hold them. It depends. We will see what happens. With our own 2 eyes, possibly. Keep it. Keep it. Why not, right? Just don't have red. If you're playing red, then I don't know what to tell you. Lifelink, Death Touch. I need to play the Death Toucher first. No. No. See, that's a good mill. That is a good surveil. We have got Lifelink. We have got Death Touch. We have got Exile. We have got stuff. Red, black. Gotta kill that. Gotta get rid of that. That is terrifying, my friend. Of course, now they're going to play something else that I need to Strategic Betrayal. And then I won't have enough mana to play something else and that. Unless I draw a 2-drop. Or we can just do this. Yay! Yeah, buddy. Gotta do it on your turn. You don't have enough mana. You gotta pay the 2. I'm gonna do that. If they want to play a Yuna, they can. They'll get the Odin out. We'll be able to kill both of them, though. Because we'll Bitter Triumph the one, and then we'll exile the Yuna, I guess. By the way, Starting Town is a great card if you need, like, that splash, but, you know, you don't want to put the actual color in there. Pretty good stuff. Okay. Here comes not Yuna. She's green-white, right? Let's go. At least gain some life next turn. I can get it again, but... Kill it again. Then we just Strategic Betrayal. Maybe I should have Strategic there. I want to, like, if they want to get more stuff in the graveyard, though, I need to wait on this. They see Leyline of the Void. Now Yuna would be bad. Using the Abrade, wow. Oh no. So now it's not in the graveyard now, right? Okay. They play a land. Then they can play it. If not, they can't. You get to draw a card, though. If we attack. Alright. They're gonna blink. Okay. Makes this cheaper. They definitely have a unit in there somewhere and just they haven't drawn the extra starting town. I'm going to assume because they have so many enchantments. Overlord, Summon Primal Odin. Well, not so many, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of giving. It's giving Yuna. Opponents losing their mind here, I guess. Alright. Timeout used. Are they thinking? Infamous Kraul Claw. Alright, well. Get rid of that, because that's a problem and a half. Fear of missing out. Do I? No. I think we wait. Put the swarm out there, my friend. Aha! They'll kill it. They definitely kill it. Oh, both at 14 now, so that's cool. Sire of 7 deaths. Alright. Well. Let's do that. And then, what do we want to get rid of? Probably the Odin. Your hand has nothing. Alright. They have Bahamut's. They have more Fear of Missing Out. They have the Velgavoth. I have Velgavoth. We can get rid of Velgavoth. Alright. Probably gonna hit us with the Restless Vents now. Or... Alright, bye-bye. I hovered over the Restless Vents. That's dumb. That was dumb of me. Alright, here comes another one. So what can I do here? Lifelink, I guess. Question is, do they want to get rid of this card in their hand? Or was it a banger? That is the question, my friends. Alright, that was a banger. So now we're going to draw a land. Oh no. Okay. It's pretty good. Oh no. Oh. Alright. Hit me for 2. It has Menace. But now... if they kill it now, we get 10. I think. Right? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Tursa. Right? Okay. I was gonna say, that's gonna be a lot of damage.